and welcome to a new video. As you can tell from the title, this is going to be a brand new, different kind of video on this channel. As you can tell from my banner, it does mention books, movies, and more, so I guess you can say this is just the more portion of my content. But this is a collection that I have grown, that I've been steadily adding to, and I thought I'd just dedicate an entire video to it. I do collect Disney pins. It is another hobby. Some people collect cards, some people collect K-pop. Mine is just Disney pins. So I guess without further ado, let's just get started. So the first collection I'll just show you would be my biggest one, and that is my Tarzan collection. I swear this film kind of just, I've spiraled into some sort of obsession, basically. Although it seems like a lot I'm going to show you, it's not a lot compared to other properties. There are rarely any new Tarzan pins, so a lot of these ones tend to be older or cast member exclusive. I think that's also one of the reasons why it's a bit fun, especially collecting this film, because it's so rare to get Tarzan pins, and there's a lot of limited edition ones. So like one pin might be like Ellie 2000 or 500, and it's kind of exciting getting not only a rare but a limited edition pin. So first we'll start off here on the top. So this Jane and this Tarzan here actually were, I got them together. They're old open editions or rack pins that were available at Disneyland. In the middle is this film strip pin. This is released by the Walt Disney Imagineering Company. So this is for Tarzan's 20th in 2019. This one is actually limited edition of 250. Below that, we got another, this is a 3-pin set that was available at the parks. So you got the logo, Tarzan and Jane. And below them, this is the first ever Tarzan pin I've ever got. This one was from eBay. So this one is sort of commemorating the song Two Worlds. And they're doing the hand thing. Next to them are these pins. These are Sedesma pins. Basically, Sedesma was a company in Spain that made licensed Disney pins. This is a fantasy pin. So fantasy pins are not created by Disney. They are created by fans, basically. So this is Jane in like a jungle outfit, and I think she matches greatly with this Tarzan pin. This one is another open edition or rack pin from Disneyland. Over here, this is one of my favorites. This is part of a series called Piece of Disneyland History. So in this dome here on the side is actually a piece of the attraction Tarzan's Treehouse in Disneyland. And this one I know is limited edition of 2000. It's a pin-on-pin, so he sticks out. And the detail on him is fantastic. On this side, I love Tarzan pins that have him with Kala. I think she looks amazing. This is from a pin event from 2017. It's called Love is Acceptance. It's limited edition of 500, and Kala's arm is a moving element, so you can have her look like she's cradling a baby Tarzan, so that's so cute. Then down below, this is a spinner pin. Tarzan Rocks was actually an outdoor theater show at Disney World in the Animal Kingdom from 1999 to 2006. And this pin sort of like just commemorates that. And it's limited edition of 1,500. This is a really beautiful one. So this is just Tarzan and Jane on top of this book that has the movie title on the spine. They're doing the hand thing. Love it. This is limited edition of 250. And then this pin came out in 2019 for the 20th anniversary. As you can tell, this one was released in the parks, limited edition of 4,000. And then next to that, this was part of like a 4-pin set that all look similar. So you have Tarzan and Jane, and it's the hand thing again. We all love the hand thing. This is an old open edition or rack pin from the parks. This is like part of a birthstone series. It's like one of the few pins with Jane by herself. Her month was April, so she's holding a diamond here. And I just love her. She's so cute. She's also the only one with a glittery background. So down here is another really cool one. So it's a pin on pin, but Jane and Tarzan are like a swing element. Very cool. This is like an older vintage one. This one is another Disneyland pin. There was a parade called Parade of Stars that actually featured Tarzan. He had his own float, and this is what it looked like. So yeah, this one is limited edition of 5,000. The one next to it was part of another pin event from 2020, actually. It was a virtual pin event, and it's part of a series called Yesterday and Today. So on one side, you have the character as a child, and then you slide it and you have him as an adult. So I thought it was really cool. This is another 250 pin. Now this one is really fun. This is like my latest edition. So this is part of a series called Stitch's Wild Adventures. This is basically Stitch crashing the show Tarzan Rocks. And he's also a swinging element, so I thought that was really, really cool. So yeah, that is the first board. Okay, so this is the second Tarzan board. I'll talk about the fantasy pins first, because there are 3 big fantasy pins on this cork board. So we got Tarzan here. This is like part of a series where you have a character representing zodiac. So Tarzan is Scorpio. And then you have this Jane. She's like meant to be a Greco-Roman goddess named Cybele. She's associated with wild nature, so yeah, it fits Jane quite well. And then you have this really cute couples pin over here. Once again, the hand thing. I thought it was really cute, and I love the art style of this pin. If you are interested in like where I got each of these pins or some of the creators, I will just, leave a comment. I'll tell you. We'll start down here. This was actually a park pickup by a friend. This is a young Tarzan and Turk. I don't typically collect young Tarzan and Turk, but that is literally one of the 2 only Tarzan pins released by Disney for last year. This one is one of the oldest Tarzan pins. This one came out in the year that Tarzan premiered. We got another 20th anniversary pin. This one was exclusive to Disney Parks cast members, and this is like limited edition 500. This is another old WDR, or Walt Disney Imagineering pin. This is from Hong Kong Disneyland, because they also have a Tarzan's Treehouse there. This pin is part of that series of the 2 worlds, and this one is You'll Be in My Heart, one of my favorite Disney songs. On top of that is like a special edition pins. So in 1999, Swiss Family Robinson's Treehouse turned into Tarzan's Treehouse. So this is a pin commemorating that, and it's limited edition of 1,000. And then the one over here is part of a series called Then and Now, and it pretty much commemorates the same thing. And this is actually a spinner. So yeah, one side says Swiss Family Robinson, on the other side it says Tarzan. This is a Japanese pin, I'm pretty sure, because a lot of Japanese Disney pins use this very clear epoxy coating. This is from the time that Tarzan was part of a Disney on Ice show. This is an exclusive to Shanghai Disney, and not only that, but it's limited edition of 500. So this is part of the paper cut pin series. It does float. Really cool concept, and I love the gold border there. And then here, this is a Paris pin. So this is LE 700. And yeah, this is just part of a series called World's Best Friends, and it has Tarzan and Turk. I also have the last one on this board. This is another pin that was released for Tarzan's 20th anniversary. It's meant to resemble a cast name tag or cast member name tag, and this is for Jane. So you actually see her sculpted face here, and then her name. So this is the second Tarzan board, and there's one Tarzan pin left. So this is a really cool jumbo pin that was released by the Walt Disney Imagineering Company. This one is a limited edition of 200. And I mainly love this pin just for this Tarzan and Jane here. It's a pin on pin. A pin on top of a pin. Really cute and original new artwork. I love it. So yeah, it comes in this really nice box. I was able to get it on sale. So yeah, that concludes my Tarzan pin collection. This next collection is Ariel. Now, The Little Mermaid is my favorite Disney film. Ariel's my favorite character, but she only has one board as of right now. Her collection is not nearly as extensive as Tarzan, but Ariel, unlike Tarzan, is more popular, so there's a lot more pins of her. So there's just so many of her that's released that I'm very picky with the ones I get. So this one in the middle is a fantasy pin. I love this because it's a combination of Claude Monet's Water Lilies Under the Bridge with the Kiss the Girl scene. And it's pin on pin. Flounder's a pin on pin element. And it glows in the dark too. And it has a really cool frame. So yeah, I really dig this one. Then we have this pin here. This was just a rack pin I got from one of my trips to Walt Disney World. Along with this one. I really like the art style on this. Unfortunately, it has yellowed a bit, but still one of the prettiest pins. Over on this side, this is my first ever Ariel pin that I got from Walt Disney World. Over here, we got a nesting doll pin of Ariel. I thought it was cute, very unique. We got a pin that commemorates the ride Under the Sea, Journey of the Little Mermaid in the Magic Kingdom in Walt Disney World. This one is another recent edition. It's from Hong Kong, and it's a locket, and you can open up, and there's a portrait of Ariel. And then on top of that, this Ariel pin is part of the same series as that Jane one. So while Jane was April and had a diamond, Ariel is June, and she's holding a pearl. So it's really cute. This one I actually got from eBay. This Ariel pin is meant to commemorate the MGM Motor Car Parade back when Hollywood Studios was called MGM Studios. So this is her and her car. There's like a moving element here and pin on pin. This is an Ariel pin from Hot Topic, I believe. Very cute. I love a little flounder in there. So adorable. This is a vintage Ariel and Eric pin from the 1990s. So I thought they were cute. You get a lot of repeating poses of them, but this is unique art, so yeah. Speaking of unique, I do adore this pin. So this is hinge pin. You can open it, and there you have Ariel and Eric on the sofa. Eric's trying to put his arm around her, even though like she's his wife, and Sebastian's in the middle right there. Very cute, very cheesy. So this one is actually limited edition of 250. So yeah, so that is the entirety of the Ariel collection, and now we just have my miscellaneous pins. So this is an Emperor's New Groove pin. Yeah, Emperor's New Groove was just a huge part of my childhood, so we have this really neat one from Box Lunch. This one is really cute. This is an Atlantis pin. You don't get a lot of Atlantis pins either. But it's Milo and Kita in like chibi form, and they're hugging. Then we have some Pirates pins. Does anyone remember this from Curse of the Black Pearl? We have, a character from the ride. Well, she used to be from the ride, the redhead. I just really love her concept art. And then lastly, I have two more pins from that Birthstone series. So I do have a Megara and I do have a Jasmine. This Megara one from Hercules is very hard to get and one of like the most sought after ones. She's January and that's a garnet here, and then Jasmine is February and she's holding an amethyst. So yeah guys, thanks for sticking around and watching this video. I know it's not what I usually put out, but you know, I put a lot of time and effort into this collection. I thought I'd just share it, and I want to see if if any of you also have another hobby that you like, that other things that you like to collect, whether besides books or film. So yeah, if you have any questions on any of these pins, just leave down a comment below. And once again, thank you for watching. and I'll see you next time. Bye!